open your session. So in today's class, guys, so I will show you how to create users. So how to create users, how to log in with them. That things we will discuss, and how to again secure our files. Yeah. So guys, as I told, the default username in your Linux box is EC2-user. So compulsory initially when you create your Linux box, and we will log in with EC2 user only. But once you log in, once your server is ready, okay, so definitely your project, which project you are working for, there will be number of people, different teams available in your project. Application team, database team, developer, right? So in every server, we have to create those users. Doesn't matter. You have 20 servers, 50 servers, 100 servers. In 100 servers, we have to create those users. There are multiple ways, guys, to create a user. Some automation tools also there, but right now it's out of matter. Manually, how to create, I'm showing by logging into your server. So example, today Abhijit joined in my project. So Abhijit is from development team. Then compulsory Abhijit's user should be there. We don't provide EC2 user for everybody, guys. We'll create the users. Let's see how to create Abhijit user. First of all, you should be root user. Now, because normal user cannot create new users. Can you please switch to root user? Sudo space -a. Enter. Yeah. So example, I created a user. Okay. Now I want to create a users. How can I check first of all what are the users available in your system? Okay. So there is a file for that, guys. So how to open the files, guys? How to open the file in Linux? There are two commands, cat and va command. We can go with cat, your wish. Cat /etc. No, greater than is to create, but my requirement is now to open. /etc / pass. No, wait, just a minute. Let me take control. Can you please give me the control, Abhishek? I want to show something. Yeah, please accept it. Okay, so guys, here there are two types of path we have. Okay, can you please open Notepad, Abhishek?
Yes.
Open for me. Okay. So example, my file name is this one, guys. So what does that mean? So under /etc, password is one more file. You can open this file in two ways, guys. First, go to etc folder, then open your file. This is one way, guys. And without going to etc folder, this is one more file, one more way, guys. This is called as absolute path. Both are same only, guys. Both are same only. So first go to etc folder and open the file. This is also same, but two steps you are doing. But instead of that, in one step, this is called as absolute path. Means full path to not only to open the files, guys. Example, currently I'm in TMP folder. So I want to create a file in etc, guys. There are two ways. First, go to etc folder, then create a file like this, or else directly you can do this one. Both are same only, guys. You can go manually first to that directory and create a file under etc, or else by giving the full path also. These both are correct only. So in the same way, while opening also, guys. So example, this is the file name under etc password is my file. Okay, so first go to that folder, then open the file. This also fine, and this also fine. Okay, now what is that file? So guys, today I will give you the tasks on Linux. Okay, maybe some topics I already covered, some topics maybe still I did not cover, but still guys, you have to get the answer before tomorrow class. At the end of the class, I will ping you in a group chat. Okay, WhatsApp group chat. Everybody there in WhatsApp group chat, right? There I will ping you with questionnaire. You have to send me the report before tomorrow class individually, not in group. Okay. So what is this file, guys? This file has all the information about how many users you have in the system. See guys, so basically this each line is one user. Bottom line, you can see that this is one user, EC2 user. There are internally so many users available, guys. All are not actual users. See, basically I told only EC2 user and root user available, right, initially. But internally there are so much is TCP dump. That is internal application related, OS related file users, guys. You cannot log into them. So generally applications will use those users. It's not required for you. Okay. But see here, this is the actual user. Here, after that, example, let me create one more user. Okay. User add Abhijit. See guys, I created a user now. If I open that file, I can see that user also now. See, Abhijit user. Abhijit user, Abhijit password. Actually, guys, password will be stored in some other folder, in some other file. Here, just this is called as placeholder. Okay, you can check the same information here also. ID Abhijit. So here also, by running this command also, you can check that that user exists or not, guys. See, that user exists. If you give some other username, example, IMR user, I am checking. If, see, IMR user not available. If user exists, it will show like this, guys. So what are these information? So guys, remember, generally we refer the names with the humans with names, users with names, but system will refer with IDs only, guys. IDs for not your purpose. See, this is called as user ID. Every user has one user ID, guys. User ID for system purpose. See, for Abhijit, 1001 is the user ID. So whenever system will identify with the user with IDs only, it's not for your purpose. Same concept. Here, what is this? So as of now, maybe now I will today I will cover that security concept, right? That time I will explain group concept also. But as of now, remember that every user has one group also, guys. This Abhijit user is part of Abhijit group by default. So same name, same ID for group also. Example same, ID space root. For root also same, guys. It doesn't matter. There is no exception. Every user has its own ID. Okay, see, my username is root and user ID is root 0. And group ID also will be same, guys. Root is my username, my group name, and the ID group ID is also 0. Same, similar to user. Why this group concept required, guys? By default, this user is part of this group. Root user is part of root group. Generally, you know that group is nothing but group of users. You can add the group. You can add the users into group generally. But why do we need a group? I will explain in some time. But as of now, remember that every user is part of one group, guys. Same group. ID space EC2-user. See, user ID is 1000, username is EC2-user. Group name will be same again. Same name, same ID as user. EC2-user is part of EC2 group, guys. I will explain why do we need that EC2-user group for that. In security concept, I will explain. Okay, now you created, but the requirement is how to use that Amar user. Maybe how Abhijit user log into this system. Okay, so but by default, guys, Abhijit user cannot log in. In AWS, they restricted the other users initially, guys. Compulsory EC2 user only should log in. The admin should do some settings. Then only Abhijit user can log in. Abhijit, Amar, Pradeep, so all your whatever the users you created, right? They cannot log in now. Let me show you. Same server. I will let me use duplicate session. So Abhijit, it will throw an error. No supported authentication methods. See, Abhijit user is there. Let me set the password also. This is the command, guys, to set up the password. It's a blind password, guys. You cannot see that password, whatever you are typing. 2 times you have to give the same password, guys. Okay, na? First time new password, again retype password means same password you have to give, whatever the password you give. See? So I set the password. Still, I cannot log in with Abhijit, guys, because there is a by default AWS environment. The servers which you launched in AWS, they disable the other user logins. So initially, as a DevOps admin, what you have to do? You have to create your server. You have to create all the users, set the passwords, and there is a setting in this Linux box. Okay, so that setting right now I don't want to show you because still you have to understand Linux more. Later, slowly, once you understood Linux, you can make it yourself. Right now, I don't want to show you. Unnecessarily, it's something you have to understand more now about Linux. But there is one alternative. We don't use that alternative, but just for your knowledge purpose, I'm showing that. Compulsory, I will give you this IP address, username, password to Abhijit. So Abhijit laptop, he will install Putty, he will log in with Abhijit user. He should log in, not with EC2 user. But by default, as of now, he cannot log in because I have to do some setting here. That setting I will show in later class. Okay, na? But alternative way I will show you. This method we don't use most of the times, but as we don't have first method right away, I will show second method, guys. SU space hyphen space Abhijit. In Windows also we have this concept, guys. Switch user. One user to another user switching. In Windows switch user, do you know that, guys? Anybody? Do you know switch user option in Windows? One user to another user, you can switch. Same concept. See, if I do who am I? Abhijit. PWD. Abhijit home directory I am in currently. See, by default, this folder also gets created, guys. When you create a user, by default, the home directory also gets created. So user ID will be there, username, group ID, group name, and the home directory. These are the things gets created when I create a user. Okay, now exit from this normal Abhijit user. Now I will show the security concept, guys. And one more thing, important thing. So guys, about options I have to say. What is option? Okay, let me open a Windows, downloads. So example guys, see here, I do have different options. View itself, I have different options. Example, list option. When I click on list option, what happen? Only list it will show you. Okay, in the same way, view details. See, the same command is same, view only. But see, based on the option, it's showing the behavior is differently. So it's showing full details about the each file and folder. Example again, view small icons. See, same option, same command only, view command, but options based on the option, it's showing small letters, capital letters, maybe icons. Right, same in Linux also we have that concept, guys, but not right clicks. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me open TMP folder, clear the screen. First of all, ls command. So as of now, you have some files and folder. But how can I say that it is a file and it is a folder in Linux box? Maybe in Windows box, guys, by seeing the properties, by seeing the icons, you can see that, oh, this is a file, this is a folder, something like that. So in Windows, in Linux, how can I do that? Any idea, guys? In Linux, how can I make a how can I maybe identify
by seeing
in line?
colors, colors of the folders.
Maybe color every time may not work. Actually, you are correct only, but color every time. Example, now the terminal is black color, so it is showing blue and white. Example, your terminal white, then it will be black color. Then your file will be. Example, your color
Yes.
is blue color, terminal color. Then the what about this one? So color every time we cannot maybe decide based on color. So properties. So guys, -L is the again option, guys. Just now in Windows I showed you how options will work. Same concept. In Linux also we have the option for your commands. See, -L will show you the properties. I will explain these properties, guys. So, but try to understand about the options. See, ls space -lt. Basically, ls command will show you in file order, the alphabetical order, guys. Okay, but see, I want to see in time order. Okay, T stands for time. ls space -lt. So it will show time order, guys. See, the order is different now. May 30 is the latest. May 30, not only here. Example, let's go to etc folder. ls hyphen. First, let me do ls hyphen ls command. So ls command only will show the names, files and folder names. The same output, if you see with ls space -l command, it will show the properties of each file and folders. See, now it is showing in alphabetical order by default. Alphabetical order. See, alphabetical order it is showing by default ls command by using -l ls command. Now, example, I want to make it in time order, guys. ls-lt. See, T stands for time, guys. Now, the oldest one, it will show in bottom line. See, June 7th, 2013. This is the oldest file. Now, if you see, now it is showing based on time. Maybe this is a brand new server, guys, but all these files are from image, the image which you have taken. Maybe you may think, actually my system just now created, how can like all these files showing the older days? It's because you used a image, right? ISO image to create OS. That image is from older days. See, the latest one is showing top. In the same way, now example size wise I want to see, not based on time. Again, there is one more option for that, guys. ls space -ls, capital S. Now it will show in size order, guys. So this is the size, this is size, this is the time, this is file name. Now let's see. See, guys, now it is showing size order. See, I'm sorry, actually I'm unable to manage this cursor. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, see, it is showing size order now. This is size, guys. Size, date when this got modified, and the file name. So this is a topmost file. So guys, like this, every command has so many options, guys. Every command, not only ls command, options will change the command behavior, guys. It will expand the behavior, not change. Okay, so because ls is to you only, but in ls there are so many options. You can change time wise, you can make it size wise, you can make it alphabet wise. So option, by using option you are changing this behavior. So not only ls command, guys. Example, what is cat command? Cat command is to create and open, right? So, but how can I remember these options? Because in Windows, simple right click is working, right? Then what about Linux? No right clicks and all. We cannot get the options by just doing right clicks. So there is a help command for that, guys. See, man command, man space. Which command I want to know? Example, ls command, man space ls. It will show you full details about ls command. What is ls command? See, different options I have with ls command. If you press enter, you will get other options also. See, guys, I'm pressing enter now. This many options we have. It will show clear information. What is ls command? What are the different options we have? Which option is for which purpose? See, this many options you have, guys. Example, let's go with cat command. Okay, so I want to say about cat command, guys. Simple, man space cat. It will show you what is cat command, what are the different options with cat command. See, guys, this many options I have with cat command. Okay, now next, not only in, okay, example, sudo command. What is sudo command? Man space sudo. It will show you what is the purpose of sudo command, guys. Again, different options it will show. So I'm pressing enter now. See, different options it is showing. To know about any command and options, you can go with man page, guys. Okay, so because we can't remember all these options, only day-to-day life what you use, those only will remember. And based on the requirement, you can check man page, guys. Man page will help you to get the options. So I hope you understood what is man page, what is option. Did you understand, guys? Sweta, did you understand? అర్థమైందా మీకు ఆప్షన్ అంటే ఏంటో అండ్ ఎలా
Yes,
చెక్
sir.
చేయొచ్చు? Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
great.
Sorry.
Now clear the screen. Control L. So next thing is, as I told, why do we need a group concept? Example, ID space root. Now it is showing root, guys. So see, user is there. Actually, group I'm not creating. By default, root group is creating, and root itself part of that root group. Root user itself part of root group. So example, if I create Amar, let's create Amar. User add Amar. So let's check ID space Amar. By default, Amar group will be created, guys. See, I did not created Amar group, but by default you are getting Amar group with the same ID, same name. What is the purpose? Okay, very important concept now, guys. About permissions and ownerships. Now I'm going to teach you security concept, guys, in your Linux box. Okay, now security concept. So example, in this Linux box, I have different user. Amar is there, Abhijit is there, Pradeep is there. Maybe you are from different teams. Okay, let me share my. Okay, so open Notepad. Example, guys. So there are two teams available. Maybe application team. Okay, so Amar is there and Pradeep is there from application team. And developers are there. Example, Surya is there and Sweta is there. Okay, two users from developer. In the same way, database guys are there, DB team. Okay, so Umesh is there and Abhi is there. Okay, so there are three teams available total. Everybody has their own user in your Linux box. Okay, assume that now maybe root user or one user created a file. So let's go to TMP. Example purpose, I'm creating in TMP folder, guys. Okay, here one more thing. First of all, how can I identify it is a folder or file? Because for files, we can use cat and va command. If it is folder, we can use mkdir or to open it cd command. But how can I remember it's a folder or file? Simple, guys. The very first field, this is by checking the properties. This one, D. Guys, not total, only D. I'm unable to manage it. Not DR. Can you please highlight D? Yeah. Abhishek, can you please highlight D here for that property? Only D, not DR. So based on this property, I can say that, guys, this is a folder or file. So D stands for directory. See, so test1 is a directory. Based on this, I can identify. Can you highlight the below for below one hyphen is there, right? First property. So it is a file. It is not a directory, guys. So based on this property, only first property, not total.
No, sir, I was unable to manage it.
Oh, okay, no problem. Maybe let me try from my end. Leave the cursor. Leave the cursor. Okay, this one, guys. Only first property. This is a file. Why? Because it's showing hyphen here. If it is showing D means it's a directory. Remember this, guys. Okay, now I will come to these properties. Now this is size, this is time, and this is name. Now let's come to ownership properties. Ownership, guys. So what is ownership? For a file or folder, what is ownership? Okay, let me talk generally. So example, guys, when can I maybe say I'm the owner of a company? Guys, when do you get ownership? General question, not related to Linux. Example, I'm a owner of this house. I'm a owner of this land. I'm a owner of this company. How can I say that? When can I say that? General question. When I create maybe when I buy it or when I create it, I will be the owner for that company or house or land. So here also, guys, in your Linux box, who creates a file? He will be the owner always. See, here it is showing the ownerships. Why it is showing 2 instead of 1? Because root user only 1. There is group also, right? First one is user, second one is group, guys. So it doesn't matter. Example, if Amar create a file, so there will be two ownership for that file, user owner and group owner also. By default, okay, let me exit from root user. Now guys, I'm with EC2-user. Let me go to TMP folder. So I can see the same properties as of now. See, let me create a new file now. File 2. Now who will be the owner for file 2, guys? EC2-user only. See, I'm the owner and my group is a group owner. That's the reason it's showing 2. So as a owner, I will be having full control over this file, guys. I can manage this file. I can give access to the different user to whom I want to give. It's completely your wish. Okay, now let me tell you what is the concept of group concept. Okay, let me share here. Example, guys, application related files are there. So Amar user created a file, application related. So definitely that file Pradeep also should have access. Yes or no? If Pradeep create a file, application related, Amar also should have access to that file. Example, now development related. So Surya created one development, some code. Compulsory, Shweta also should have access to that file because she is also from development team. It's not a personal file, it's a development data. Compulsory, all the developers, it doesn't matter who created a file. Surya na, Shweta na. They both should have the access. So in the same way, DB data. So first of all, Umesh, if Umesh create a file, compulsory Abhi also should have access to that file. If Abhi created a file, Umesh also should have access to that file, not others. Yes or no, guys? Example, DBT means Umesh and Abhi only. They only should have the access, not others. Security, guys. So what I can do, I can create a common group for them. Okay, nah. So example, DBA group I can create. Let me show you. Sudo -i. So I can create a common group, guys. Group add DBA. So assume that. So ID Abhijit. So Abhijit group name is Abhijit only, right? As of now. In the same way, ID space Amar. So assume that Abhijit and Amar are from DBA group. Assume that. Okay, database team. Now what I can do, guys. See, as of now, Abhijit is from part of Abhijit group and Amar is part of Amar group. What I will do now, I will add both of them into same group. User mod -g. My group name is DBA for Amar user. In the same way for Abhijit also. See, now onwards, both are from same team. ID space Amar, ID space Abhijit. See, guys, both are from a DBA group only. Amar also DBA group now. Abhijit also DBA group only now. So now onwards, example, Amar create a file. Who will be the owner of that Amar guy, that file 1, guys? Example, Amar created a file 1. Who will be the owners then? Guys,
Amar.
example, Amar created file 3. Who will be the owner of that file 3?
Amar only.
Amar, then
Amar.
Abhijit as
two
well.
owners. Huh?
Both will get ownership because they are in same
Amar,
group.
example, let me switch to Amar. Now I'm an Amar user. Okay, now cd/tmp. Let me create a user here. Let me create a file here. So what are the files already I have? Okay, touch file 3. See guys, who are the owners now? Amar is user, DBA is the group.
Amar.
Group also will get the ownerships, guys. That who created a user, which user creates, right? That user will get a, again, that group also will get the ownerships. Now tell me, example, if Abhijit logged in to the same system, so Abhijit create a file, who will be the owner?
Abhijit.
Guys,
Amar.
huh?
Abhijit.
If Abhijit, Shweta, actually your voice is not clear, it's not audible. If Abhijit create a file, who will be the owner of that file?
Abhijit.
Abhijit and
Amar as well.
DBA group, not Amar. So example, let's see. Let me switch to Abhijit. cd/tmp. Okay, let's do -ls -l. So it's showing the previous files. Now let's create a new file, file 4. Who will be the owner of file 4 now? Abhijit and DBA. How come Amar?
DBA.
Again, Amar is part of that group. That is secondary. Yes or no? See, Abhijit user and DBA group is are the owner of this file, not Amar. Amar is part of that group. Okay, so because he is the part of that group, he also will get the access, but he is not the owner. The group of users are the, again, those are part, those are not the owners. DBA is the group owner. Okay, example, if I create EC2 user file, maybe one file with EC2 user, who will be the owner? EC2 user and EC2 user. So now onwards, guys, here in this way we can secure our files. We can restrict to whom. Example, I have one more user also, TP team. I will add that user also into this group. Now onwards, for all the owner also will get the access, group also will get the access. Yes or no, guys? Now did you understand what is the purpose of group? Any doubts, guys? Did you understand what is the purpose of group in real time for Linux servers? In Windows, there is no by default group concept. But in Linux, when you create a user, by default you will get a group also. Group is for this purpose. You can add any number of users to the same group based on your requirement. Okay, see, I created a DBA group privately, and I added a DBA group, so all the users into DBA group. So it doesn't matter, like Umesh or Abhi or Amar, whoever part of this. Okay, so the database team, if anybody created a file, so owner will be that user, group will be that group, DBA group. Just a minute, right?
Quick question.
Yes.
So you said that DB will be the owner. So if in case I want to remove Abhijit from the group, so DB has the access to delete it as well, right?
That is secondary again. Maybe example, I want to give Abhijit back to normal. Okay, let me do that. Go back to root, user mod -g Abhijit. Now see, Abhijit. Now I'm not part of DBA group. Compulsory group should be there. You have to assign that user to one of the group. Now did you understand?
Yes.
Compulsory, every user should be part of one group. Simple. You are removing one user from one group means compulsory. You have to add that user into one other group. Okay. So I added back to Abhijit again. So it's based on your requirement, guys. So all the teams, example DB team, you will add it into DBA group. Application team, you will add it into application group. So database team, again developers, you will add it into developer group. So now onwards, if one developer create a file, so you like again that will be applicable to other developers also because they are part of the same group. Okay, now guys, even you can restrict for you owners and group also. Okay, so permissions. Generally, guys, example, I have a file. What kind of permissions you need for file? Read access you need, write access you need. Yes or no, guys? You have to maybe to for open purpose read access to open the file. Read access you need. Again, to delete or to modify the file, you need a write access. And execute, one more permission execute is there, but that is not for files. If it is directory, you need execute also. 3 permissions required, guys, for any user, for owner, group, and others. Now let me show you that. cd/tmp. So example, this file. Who is the owner of this file, guys? How I got these ownerships? Guys, why it is showing EC2 user as ownership here? Why? Because EC2 user created that file. That is the reason. It is the owner, it is the user, it is the group. Okay. Yeah, now that's fine. But which user? Again, for owner and group also you can restrict the user access, guys. Generally, we need a read, write, execute access for a file or folder. Execute not required, only read and write. See, for owner is the owner. For owner, these are the permissions, guys. What permission we have, Sweta? Speak out. Don't please chat. What
Read
permission
and
we have
write.
for owner?
Read and write.
What does that mean? Means owner can open the file and delete a file and modify the file. Read means open, write means modify and delete permissions. Now group of users. What are the permission we have for group?
Read and write.
Read and write again. That means whoever part of this group, they also can do read and write. Except to owner and group. Like others, maybe you may have database guy, developer, who are not part of this owner and group. What permission they were? Example, if Amar logged into my system, to the same system, if you go to /tmp, what Amar can do to this file? Can Amar open this file?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because other also has read permission. Can Amar delete this file or open, modify this file?
No.
No. Why? Because he is not the owner, he is not part of this group also. So Amar cannot. Okay, example this one. Who is the owner of this file? So Vinay, who is the owner of this file?
Amar.
DBA.
Amar and DBA. Amar is the
Amar.
user and
And
DBA
DBA.
is the group owner.
Yeah.
Now tell me who has which access to this file? Owner has
Read and
Vinay.
write.
Read
Yeah,
and
yeah.
write. That means owner can open and delete this file. And group people,
Only they can read.
only they can open. The group of people, whoever part of DBA group, you can change it, guys, if required. And what about others? Who is other? Vinay, who is other? Except owner and group. In your system, other users will be there, right? Database
Okay.
group, developers, application guys, user, root, all are others only. If
Okay.
anybody logged in to your system, they can open this file because everybody has other read permission. Now let's take directory permission. Who is the owner of this directory? Is it directory or file? First of all, how can I say that? So Abhijit, how can I say this is a file or folder?
There is D at the start, which is a directory.
Exactly, it's a directory.
Yeah.
So who is the owner of this directory?
EC2.
No, root and root.
Okay, you wrote it.
Okay, because root created this folder. That's the reason root is the owner
Will
of
be
this
the
folder.
owner of this.
Okay, so by
Okay.
checking you can say that. Without checking, nobody can say that. See, here EC2 user it's not
Root.
showing.
Yeah.
Root it is showing. Root is the owner.
Okay.
Now, okay, now owner permissions. What are the owner permissions we have?
Read write access.
Execute. X is nothing but execute, guys. For directories, execute also required. CD permission and read ls permission. Both required, right? So
Yeah.
R is for ls, execute is for CD command, and write for modifications and deletions. See, guys, owner has read, write, execute, full permission. Who is owner? Root. When root logged in, he has full rights. Now what group permissions, guys, we have?
Read and executive.
Read and execute. That means whoever part of this group except the owner. Okay, so example 10 users part, assume that. So those 10 users has read and execute. They can open the folder, they can do ls in this folder, but they cannot create new files and folders in this folder. They cannot delete this folder because they don't have permission. Now who is other? Who is other?
Except DBA team like development and testing.
Except owner. You should say
Okay.
that except owners.
Okay.
Here root user is root, group is also root. Except this owner and group owners, part of group, the users. Remaining all are others only. What other can do? Example, now Amar logged into this system. What permission? What I can do with Amar here? Can I open this folder as an Amar?
No.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
if Amar logged into this system, can Amar open this folder or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why? Because Amar is other. Okay. Others also have read permission and execute permission. So he can cd to this folder and he can open the contents of the folder. He can check the contents of the folders. But he cannot modify or he cannot create new files under test1 because he don't have permissions. I hope you understood the permission and ownership concept, guys. So we can change them if required. Let me show you how to change permissions. To whom you want to give access, it's completely your wish, guys. So by default, you're getting some permission, but you can change them. Okay, let me show you how to make it. So guys, permissions, we can make it with numbers also, guys. Permissions, we can make it with number also. See, read, you can say number 4 also, guys. Write, you can say number 2 also. And execute, you can say number 1 also. Okay, now let's see how to refer the permissions with numbers instead of alphabet. Now if I ask you guys in alphabet, what you are saying, if I ask you what permission owner has for this file, guys?
Read and
If I
write
ask
permission.
read and write, you are saying that owner has read write. The same concept we can refer with numbers also. Read means how much?
4.
4. Write means how much?
2,
2.
2. Execute is nothing but 1.
1,
1.
So what permission you have here?
1.
Read and write.
Read it right.
So 4 plus 2 how much?
6.
6. So owner permission is 6. Can you please re-log in? Restart the session. Abhishek. Sudo connect. Switch to TMP. So guys, here everything why I'm showing in TMP. Why? Because TMP is a temporary folder. For practice purpose, I'm showing in TMP folder, guys. Okay, now. So you can, based on your requirement, you can use in any folder. The same thing. What happened?
Been logged out.
First, go to root user.
Sudo.
Clear the screen. What happened? Any network problem?
There may be. No, sir.
Okay. Maybe try one more time. If any network problem, maybe sometimes see even fraction of second is enough, right? For network problems. Maybe you may not feel the video will be buffered, everything works, but fraction of second, if something happened, then yours. Yeah, cd/tmp. Do ls-fnl. So here, can you please highlight the TMP folder? So TMP file. So in TMP again, you create a TMP file. Okay, that's fine. So here, see what permission owner has, guys.
Read right.
4 plus 2, 6. I can say owner has 6, guys. I don't know something problem. Okay, that's fine. Owner has 6. Now what about group permissions, guys? In number.
Only
Only
4.
read means number 4.
4.
Okay, 6, 4. Okay, then what about others? In number.
4 only.
6, 4, 4. So you can say if anybody asks you permissions, you can say 644 for your file, guys. First 6 is for owner, second 4 is for a group, third is, you can say in this way also. No, it's completely your wish. You can say with numbers. So that means read write hyphen group for owner, read hyphen for group, read hyphen for others. Both are same only, guys. You can refer in numbers and you can refer in numeric alphabet. Okay, now I will give you some numbers, guys. You have to say answer. 755. What does that mean? Who has which permission? 755 means.
User has whole read, write, and execute permission,
Read
Okay.
and
Owner has.
read it.
group has read and execute, and as well as other users also have read and execute permissions.
Exactly. Okay. So now next 700. So Sweta, what does that mean? 700.
User has read, write, and execute permissions. Others has no permissions,
Group
including
and
group.
others have 0. No permissions. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now 660.
Uh, Owner has read and write permissions. Group also has read and write permissions. Others has no permission.
Exactly. Okay, so this is how you can refer, guys. Now how to change permissions? Simple, guys. Chmod 666 file name. What does that mean? So guys, here what is 666 meaning?
For that file, everyone has read and write permissions.
Exactly. For this file, you are giving full permissions. So guys, execute not required for files. Normal files, execute not required. There is some conditions. There is some exceptions. That part we'll see later. But as of now, normal files doesn't need execute permission. Only read write is enough. Your wish. Read write also based on your requirement you have to provide. But execute if you give also it's a waste permission only. Okay, this is how you can change the permissions, guys. Example for others, I don't want to give access. Complete zero access. Only owner can do this, guys. Not everybody. Example for file owner is root user. Okay. Maybe easy to use. Only owner can change the permissions, not everybody. Only owner has full rights on that file. Normal use, other user cannot change the permissions. Owner or root user only can. Root has again full rights. Root can do anything, guys. It doesn't matter. Your file, my file, out of matter that is. He has full rights over the system. He can do anything in the system. Okay, simple. Chmod and the permissions, what permission you need for that file and the file name or folder name. In this way, you can change the permissions. If anybody has a setup, I will show you in your screen. It seems Abhishek has some problem with like he's maybe keep on disconnecting with the setup. Anybody has setup, guys?
Yes, sir. I am logged in.
Okay, Shweta. Can you please check your show me your screen? Hmm. Okay. So why is it is asking password? Have you changed the settings? Okay. So clear the screen, sudo -i, sudo space -i, switch to root user. Okay. So cd2/tmp. Okay, do ls-l. So example for dev.sh, maybe can you please create a new file, Shweta? So touch file 1 example. Can you do ls-l now? And let's change the permissions now. Okay, ch. What are the permissions we have for file 1 now, Shweta?
Sir, read, write. For owner, read and write. For
Number.
group, read.
I need a number.
644.
Exactly. Okay, now let's make it chmod 666 and file 1. Now check the permissions. ls space -l now. See guys, now it's showing 666. So this is how you can change the permission, guys. You can restrict your files to whom you want to provide access. Only for owner, only for group, or for others. It's completely your wish. Okay, na? So based on your requirement, you can provide the access like this. I hope you understood how to secure your files. Right, guys? Even we can change the ownerships also, guys. Sometimes, example, now file 1 is owned by root, created by root. You can change it to EC2-user. ch own. Example, now I don't want to manage this file. Completely, I want to give it to EC2 user. ch own EC2-user. The new username, guys. New owner name. Okay, na space file name. Enter. See, guys, you changed the owner name. Now, in the same way, you can change the group name also for that file. Group owner also. chgrp. The group name. Whatever the group you need. As of now, let's go with EC2 user. Here, guys, whatever I'm showing, all are examples only. Again, based on your requirement, you have to change it. Okay. File name or group name. Now do ls-l. See, guys, now completely owners also you changed. Owner name and group name. Now he is the owner. EC2 user is the owner and EC2 user is the group. Okay, this is how you can manage the things, guys. You can secure your files by using these ownerships, permissions, properties. So did you understand, guys? Any doubts in today's class? Everybody? Any doubts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Having one.
Yes, tell me. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Abhishek, tell me. What is your question?
We are given number. Yes, sir. We are given number 461. Is it fixed for read, write, and execute, or we can give another numbers to read, write, and execute?
Sorry, come again. Actually, your question is not clear. Can you please repeat the question one more time?
Actually, we given numbers for read, write, and execute as 4, 2, 1. So can we change that numbers?
No.
Can we able to
Default-
change that numbers?
No. Default are those numbers only. Read for 4, write for 2, execute is for number 1. No, you cannot change. Those are the default number. Linux will take those
Okay.
numbers only. Okay, na? Yeah, you
Okay.
cannot change.
Yes, sir.
So, any other questions? Anybody, guys?
Yeah, quick question.
Yes, Surya.
So in an organization, who has the control, like who manages all this administrative tasks?
So as I told, the owner only. Example, different owners will be there. Maybe like example, DBA files are there. DBA owner will, like DBA team will manage. So like example, sometimes like admin will be there, DevOps admin will manage. So ownerships and permission, ownerships only root user can manage, but permissions owner can also manage. Okay, now example, DBA file is there. So DB related, database related, database team will take care. The permission to whom I want to give the permission, database team only will manage. Okay, now if it is admin, system related file, so DevOps admin will manage. So root, who has the root access, he will manage always. Okay, sorry, clear?
Yeah, I'm clear.
Okay, good. Okay, but please make sure that practice more. Practice is very important. Yeah. Okay then, guys. So I think it's enough for today. We'll make it tomorrow. And Surya, are you there in my WhatsApp group?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Surya and Shweta, can you please ping me in WhatsApp group quickly? I think Shweta
Yes.
also there, right? Yeah. Can you please ping me in WhatsApp group? Okay. So, okay then, guys. Let's wind up the call for now. Then we'll meet again tomorrow, same time, same link. Okay? Yeah. Okay then, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Then, bye.
Thank you, Amar.
Yeah. Practice more, guys. Practice is very
Bye.
important. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.